Yeah.
Well, Coach, first, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
You had to battle out there for some of the points. Kind of talk about what it was like fighting through the points and the NCAA tournament's so tough, so you kind of get in that mode right away of, hey, we're going to have to battle for this thing.
Yeah, massive credit to SEMO. They came out, they came out firing, and we knew they would. They've lost 2 matches all year long, and so we talked about that yesterday. Like, their players are playing with a ton of confidence, and it's not like they're clay court style players playing with confidence. They're ball strikers, and so you're seeing big serves, big first balls. They're playing. I'll call it low percentage tennis, right? But they're playing at a high percentage of it. And so like a lot of down the line balls that you wouldn't necessarily see hit, and they're executing. So I think they did a fantastic job coming out competing, and we had to play well to win.
And kind of talk about how you maybe had to battle different elements throughout the match, right? It started off nice, sunny, the wind picked up,
Yeah.
and started moving around a little bit. Was there anything tactically you guys told the team, maybe between doubles or in between single sets, that, hey, like you got to start playing this type of shot, or was that really not enough?
Today it wasn't. The conditions definitely did change, and so we're used to that, and they made the necessary changes. Today, honestly, it was more about like, look, just stay with it. We don't need to play better than what we're playing. We just have to keep sticking with it. Make sure that they're the ones that feel like they got to elevate their level. You know, like let's just stay solid, and that was more the message everywhere.
And you finally, a lot's been made of this being the first regional since
Yeah.
2011. Is there sort of a sense of relief of, all right, we finally, the match started and we can play, and we don't have to worry about all the hype surrounding it or any of the extracurricular. We just go out and play, and now you get the win, and it's the same thing tomorrow. There's no build up. It's just, hey, let's go out and let's play a match like it's a Saturday in the SEC.
Yeah, I don't think it's as much a relief. The relief came that Arizona State and Wake Forest match finally finished, and we're like, okay, finally we get to go play some tennis. That was the relief. But this team is eating up all the attention, and I mean that in a good way. They're not cocky. They're hard workers, and they're confident, and they're enjoying everything right now. And so they're loving it. From my standpoint, I think these guys came out. I mean, they played very well, and we were ready for them. But with that said, they were better than what we thought they were going to be. So that would be a little bit of a relief to get through that match, because I thought they did a good job.
Looking ahead to tomorrow, we know the Knoxville tennis community loves their
Yeah.
Lady Vols, loves their balls.
Yeah.
You get a shot to see both tomorrow, so you got to be looking forward to what they're going to bring here.
So excited. Yeah, we've got that VIP area set up. We're hoping it's going to be packed. The men play at 1, and we'll follow those guys. We'll be out here cheering for them, and it's going to be loud. The community gets into it. You heard them today. We had the Vamos Chicas going. We had the Orange and White. We had the Lady Vols, and we're going to hear all of it tomorrow. I'm pumped that softball's in town, because we might get some fans from those guys. But and softball, let's clinch this thing. But yeah, we are absolutely thrilled to play in front of our crowd.
After Wake Forest 3.5-hour battle in the sun, first of all, how do you feel like you match up with them? And then secondly, do you think you have the advantage after you didn't have to battle the heat all day?
Definitely. We match up well from a standpoint that we played against them in January, and we know exactly what those matchups look like. To be honest, I have not prepared for Arizona State or Wake Forest, because I was going to get through this match and see what happens. So I don't even know what their exact lineup is. So in terms of matchups individually, I'll go check that out tonight. We'll do all that scouting. But with that said, we're ready to go compete. Wake Forest is going to be way better against us tomorrow than they were back in January. So our team knows to be ready for that. But yeah, just like you talked about, they battled against Arizona State. It's a tough match. So for sure, obviously, we'll have a little bit of advantage there. But with that said, those guys are playing against some tough opponents, so they're used to having to go back-to-back days.
And final question for you. You did it in the SEC tournament, but usually you're not playing back-to-back days, right?
Yeah.
What is the difference in play when you have to go back-to-back versus an SEC where you got a Friday off day? What does that mean from a scouting perspective, from a recovery perspective? Wake Forest maybe has a little bit longer than you guys, but still it's kind of the same general time frame.
Yeah, so the good thing is in this sport, these girls have grown up their whole lives playing back-to-back days, so they're used to it, except for some of the major slams. But with that said, they can take the last 15 years of competition and they can apply it to this particular weekend. From our standpoint as coaches, there's no real practice setting between now and the next time we compete. In regular season, we've got our notes, we know exactly what we need to work on, and we know what we need to focus on it, and there isn't really much of that from an on-court standpoint. So we'll utilize film a little bit more tomorrow morning with some of the girls. We'll sleep in. We normally wouldn't sleep in as much, but we'll sleep in tomorrow. We'll get our bodies ready. We'll get some reps behind the computer screen on film, and then we'll go at it tomorrow afternoon.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.